This is The Evening Buzz, presented by Mikhail Atiyah.
Just this weekend, Nope has finally hit theaters. And this is one of those films that is very unique because the filmmaker behind it, the director, Jordan Peele, is one of those type of filmmakers who has proven in the last couple of years that he has his own very stylistic flair for creating cinematic stories. And as much as you can try to predict what's going to happen next in his type of movies, you just can't. It always finds a way to flip over its head and shock you in the most phenomenal sort of way. So Jordan Peele, since everyone known him as this comedian from Comedy Central through the Key and Peele series, has went on to work on these films, and he honestly rose in popularity and recognition when he came out with the film Get Out, which to this day is considered one of the best movies of just modern cinema. And he then rolled out with Us, which was also a great success. And now he has finally come out with his third and latest installment, and this movie is called Nope. And just as you can expect, there is elements of horror to it. There are elements of thriller, and you could say there's a lot of sort of this feeling of the unknown, the fear of the unknown. And I gotta tell you, as much as I'll give you a bit of a synopsis as to what Nope is, I also will refrain from trying to tell too much, because I feel there's a lot in this film in terms of the element of surprise, that mystery, that I just can't go into, and I feel like I would ruin that experience if you're gonna watch this movie for the first time blindly. So what is the movie Nope about? So just to give you a bit of a little brief synopsis, Nope is about these two horse ranchers who run a family business of training horses for Hollywood movies or any kind of production. They're brother and sister, and a recent anomaly of some sort takes place at the horse ranch, one that they just can't seem to explain the reason behind. And so after this anomaly takes place, the coming month, they find that things around their ranch is just getting weirder and weirder. But there's this looming feeling that something ominous, something dangerous is lurking right above the skies. What could it be? Why? Where? And all those type of questions are things you're going to find out as you slowly watch this film through every act. And it's the type of movie where this creeping feeling of something wrong going on is constantly building up as you're watching the story unfold. And it's really tremendous, I gotta say, because for the most part, you just can't really put your finger around what is exactly going on. And this is what it feels like for, I would say, the first half of the film. The second half of the film, it just goes into this complete switch around of trying to I can't even say it, but I'll say the second half is a lot more. It moves much faster. The pacing for it gets a little bit more crazier, in the sense where now there's like this adrenaline. There's this feeling of like, okay, this needs to find some sort of climactic conclusion, or else things are really gonna get wrong. And again, you see, I'm kind of like going around the bush when I'm trying to explain this movie. But honestly, when it comes to the tone and the feel of the film, it's very atmospheric. There's a lot of moments in the movie where there's just this sense of silence, but also at the same time that even when it feels silent, there's you can hear something in that silence, and there's a power to that as you're watching the film. And when it even comes to the suspense, there's some moments here where you'll probably be on the edge of your seat as well, which is again executed very well. The dynamic of the brother and sister. You have a brother who basically is very nonchalant. He's monotone. He's very calm, especially even when he encounters things that are of incomprehensible nature. I'll say that much. And you got his sister, who's very energetic and, all over the place. And, it's almost like you can't stop her from moving. And they make for a very, really interesting contrast as they are like the power dynamic that literally has to face the thing that they don't really fully understand. But there's also this greater meaning to the film that I hope that people can really latch onto, because Jordan Peele, I feel he always feels the need to give some sort of social commentary to his movies, and I feel I may have managed to understand what he was going for here. And I would say that the main theme of Nope is we have this tendency, this dangerous curiosity to dabble with nature and to twist it and to exploit it for our own personal gain or advantage. And you can see that a lot in today's world. And again, I won't say too much about what that really is, but perhaps you will see it yourself when you watch it. There's a really good parallel between the main antagonist of the story, as well as this little interesting monkey that they do have a subplot for. And again, I worry that if you watch the film, that there's this feeling of maybe confusion. It might just go over your head as to like, why did they focus on that subplot a little bit too much? But I think for those who are the more movie buff, the more savvy people, they might understand the parallel between the monkey and the main antagonist of the film. Again, I'm being completely vague here because I want this to be a movie that you watch that you have no idea what it is from beginning till end. But I'll tell you this, it's a movie that's atmospheric, it's tense, it's got some really good suspense, and a really fun cast of characters who are just trying to understand the threat that is that's thrown against them. And would I say that this is is this the best from Jordan Peele's collection? I'll put it right below Get Out. So I'd say Get Out is still my top one from Jordan Peele. After it is Nope, and then followed by Us. And it's still a worthy watch. I'd give Nope a solid 8 out of 10, and it's definitely worth watching in theaters. Yeah, pretty cool. And with that, guys, we are wrapping it up here. We're going to take a short break, and coming up next, we'll be talking about PlayStation's shocking acquisition of a mobile game studio, and what does that entail as they are moving into that market as well. That and so much more right here on the Evening Buzz.